Hi everybody, Alex here from Expert4x, and in today's video we're going to cover the settings that are available to our existing robot owners and how they have recently been updated. Now, existing owners have a number of ways of finding settings, and the first one is using our optimized settings that we supply to our owners. There are about 20 to 30 optimized settings that we supply for every EA, and we're going to look at those. Then we're going to look at the plug and play options. There are 3 robots that have plug and play settings. In other words, you can just plug them in and make a selection between a currency and a trading technique, and you trading. So those ones are also available. We've also got live accounts that are trading extremely profitably, which you can use those settings. You can copy those settings into your accounts, and obviously you can also use your own methods, and I'm going to give you some ideas on how to use your own methods in this video. Now, I must stress, and underneath here you can see settings are supplied to help traders get started. They are merely guides of what worked in the past. They do not imply profitability or guaranteed profitability. They only are supplied as assistance to you to tell you what worked in the past. The other thing is they need to be calibrated to your particular broker and re-optimized to your broker account where possible. And don't for one moment think you can take these settings and plug them into your EA and they'll just work. Not going to happen. There are many reasons why they won't work. Market conditions are changing all the time. They are merely guides to get you started. Nobody can actually provide you with perfect settings for the next week or the next month or the next year. Nobody can, because we can't see the future. Anyway, let's get into the optimized settings that are available. Okay, so here I am on the Expert4x.com website, the main website, which lists all our products and services. And also here you can see the settings available. So I'm going to click on that, and it takes you to all the optimized settings that are currently available to owners of Expert4x robots. So here is the list, and I'll just scroll down and you can see the list. Here's the list of all our robots being used by owners at the moment, and here are the results of the optimized settings. And you can see the 7-edge trading robot is by far our most profitable EA, and that is the optimized settings. So in other words, those are settings that worked in the past. And we're basically telling you, here are the best settings that worked in the past. They are merely guides to you. They do not guarantee the future, but it is our best chance of finding good settings that will work into the future. If you think about it, that's the only way we can do it. So there they are, and there's a whole there's even some of these settings are broken down into different strategies, reverse strategies, normal, and there's a whole lot of other things. So you can go and study this table in quite a bit of detail if you're an existing owner. And then there's this button, click for the optimized setting files. So you can go, even as a non-owner, you can click on this button and you can go and see what the files are like. So I'm going to look at the 7-edge because that's the best one. Remember, that was 107,000, and we click on the 7-edge, and it then says, oh, there's 2 sets of settings. You can trade gold on this particular one, and you can also trade Forex. So I'm going to go to the Forex one, open it up, and it'll take you to the EA factory where the settings are available. These settings have been created over a 1-year period, and I didn't emphasize this, but if you look down the list, those settings are 100% up to date. It is now the 8th of January, and we have all the optimized settings up to the 31st of December up to date. So these are fresh. So here we go, and there is the number, the 105,000. You can see it's caused by the Aussie in the 1 hour time frame, and there are the set files. If you're trading MT5, you click there. If you're trading MT4, you click there, and you've got the settings. Now remember, those are settings that you worked in the past, no guarantee into the future, but there they are for you. And these settings have been created using a $10,000 deposit plus a leverage of 100 to 1, and we have done the test on the 1 hour and 4 hour time frame. The GMT offset is 0, so if your broker is different, you need to make some adjustments. And also $10,000 using a 0.1 lot. In other words, for $1,000 you can use 0.01. So a lot of people say, oh, I haven't got $10,000. You can do it with $1,000. And if you're using cent accounts, you can even trade these settings with $10 using a cent account. So there you are. That's where you find the settings. You can see the drawdowns. You can see the profitability, the success rate. Look at this high success rate that is being experienced. You can see what the average loss is and the average gain and so on. So you can analyze them. If you go even further down, you can see the actual settings, and you can even see the equity charts for those particular settings. So really a detailed setting service that is free to our existing clients. Okay, so we're back at this page. I just want to show you that these are 100% up to date. The time of day has since been updated to the end of December, so all of our EAs are 100% up to date. So the next group of settings are our plug and play settings. They are meant for beginners and also very busy traders, and I'll just show you where you can find those plug and play settings. So again, here we are at our Expert4x main page, and I've got codes in there to show you which ones are plug and play and which ones aren't. The plug and play ones are the pink P's. So here you can see those three: the make money, the grid trend multiplier, and the dream machine have got plug and play settings, and we have a special bundle of all of them, all three of them, that have plug and play settings. Those are the EAs that have plug and play settings, and I'll show you how condensed the plug and play settings are. Okay, so now we're looking at the make money settings, and you can see here are the settings for the make money EA using the regular EA, and you can see there's hundreds of them, and I'll scroll down, there's even further. So there's more than a page worth of settings that you've got to deal with when you're using the regular one, and this is ideal for advanced traders who know how to manipulate the settings and the various options that are available. Now when we go to the plug and play version, it's a different story. You actually only have 3 settings to worry about. You need to tell us which currency you want to trade, and what's more, we tell you there are only 4 currencies that really trade well with this EA, and so you only choose one. It doesn't matter which one, they all have a good chance of success. Then it says which trading approach do you want to use. Do you want to use an aggressive trading approach, or do you want to use a balanced trading approach or a conservative trading approach? So you can choose between that, and then there's a further choice. Do you want to use the 4 hour, which has less risk, than the 1 hour, which has more risk? So there we are. You simply say, oh, I want the 1 hour aggressive, and away you go. That's the most aggressive one that you can use, and you just click that, and there's now you've selected your currency, you've selected your time frame, and you have selected your trading approach, and all you need to do is tell us how much you've got in your account. So let's say you've got $600 in your account, then it says you can trade 0.01, and you enter that 0.01 or whatever balance you have in your account, and you're trading. It's fantastic. We've tried to simplify the plug and play for beginners and very busy traders, and off you go. You just click OK, and off you go. Now the next question that we often get is, are your plug and play settings profitable? We've been trading live accounts using those plug and play settings for the last 6 months, and as you can see here, we've got some really good profitable trading results, covering all 3, the EAs, the grid trend multiplier, the make money EA, as well as the dream machine. So they are nicely possible. You can just go and plug them in and start trading. Okay, so we've covered optimized settings, we've covered plug and play settings. Now we've got live account settings. As I've mentioned before, we do trade a number of live accounts. Let me show you where those are, and they all contain settings of their own. So the live accounts can be found on our free forum. You just join the forum and you've got access to those. And I'll just go down. You go to categories, click on categories, and it will load all the categories that are available. And you just go down and you find a section called live account portfolios, as simple as that, and you then click on the various portfolios. Currently there are a huge amount of live accounts that are nicely positive, so you can access these links and you can click on the actual account and you can see the detailed results of that particular account. So there's a lot of, on the actual page I'll show you, you can see the settings used. So there we are, there's a nice positive account there. And let's go to the actual forum. And when you go to the forum, you can find the settings. For instance, let's go and look at the Dream Machine, the first one there. And you just click on Dream Machine. You can go and see the results that have been achieved. And you can also find out which settings have been used. So here are the Dream Machine results. You can see a little bit erratic, but they are nicely positive. And you can see that the Dream Machine plug and play settings were used to produce these results over the last 6 months. Okay, so you have live accounts that you can go and have a look at and find the settings. When where plug and play settings haven't been used, then the settings will be displayed on the post. Then the fourth option is the own setting method, which is actually the one that you should be using, and I have made a video to show you exactly how you can find these settings. So let's go and let me show you that video. Okay, here's the video on YouTube, how I turned a loss-making robot into a $1 million robot. In fact, a $15 million robot in 35 minutes. So I'll go take you through the process of how you can find fantastic settings for your particular robot. There will be a follow on this particular video, so watch out for it, because what I do is I then take the 15 million settings and I say, look, those are really exceptional settings, they're very high risk, let's tone them down to maybe a bit less than 15 million, but at least we'll have a better chance of success and low risk. So that's the follow-on video. But certainly go and watch this video, because it's critical skills that you need if you're a robot trader to calibrate your robot to your particular broker account. Very important. And also to learn basic optimization skills. Now, as an owner of our robots, I hope that you've learned a little bit from this video in terms of where you can find ideas to how to trade your Forex trading robots. And for prospective owners, you can actually see that we do offer quite a lot of free support in this particular area. As always, the links to all the items viewed in this particular video will be available in the description and in the commentary of the video. So from me, Alex Deploy, cheerio.